Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Welcome to your English recorded class. It's me, your teacher, Ms. Jaziba Khurram from the Smart School Sir Syed Ahmed Khan campuses and Gulistan-e-Johar campus. Now, this is your English literature recorded class plus English grammar as well. In this video, we are about to do two different work and related to the literature copy work and related to our some grammar work as well. The chapter is The Old Man and the Tiger. We are about to do some written work of this chapter. So for that, you all need to take out your English literature copies first. The Old Man and the Tiger. We will start off with the title page. First, you all have to make the title page. Then you will write down the index. Index mention should be very proper. Index आपका proper बना हुआ होना चाहिए. I want every index of your copies to be done very well done and very properly written. And the title page as well. Would love to see what you all have to make for a title page as well. Now the first word that we are about to do is the word meanings of the chapter. Topic will be word meaning. First word is, don't forget to mention the date on the left hand side and CW on the right hand side. Now the first word is bundle. What does the word bundle means? Is a group of things wrapped together. Means when some of the things came together and we wrap it together, that's what a bundle is. Number 2, fault. Don't forget to write these words in the short words because this is how we write the word meanings. Second word is fault. Fault means a failing in one's character. Means किसी के character में कोई problem होना. That's what a fault is. A failing in one's character. Number 3, graces. Graces, number 3, means decent behavior. Number 4, harsh. Now harsh means cruel or not kind, means someone who is not using a good kind of a behavior towards anyone or a language towards anyone. That's what a harsh means cruel and not kind enough. Number 5, heal. To become well again. Means if you get injured or you get hurt by something, you do become well after a period of time. So that's what heal means, to become well again. Number 6, shrug. Shrug means to raise and lower the shoulders, usually to express a doubt. Means जब someone asks us something about like do you have this thing and do you have that thing, and you are like no, we don't know, you just pop your shoulders up. आपने shoulder ऊपर नीचे करते हैं ना, like no, we don't know. So this is what a shrug is, to raise and lower the shoulders, usually to express doubt. Spurt, number 7, to cause a liquid to gush out with force. Means there's some kind of a liquid that is coming out with a very force. एकदम से जो पानी बहुत तेजी से निकल कर आता है, that's what a spurt is. So these were the word meanings. You can pause this video and complete this work over here. I am moving to the next part, which is the comprehension. Topic comprehension. And I will repeat this thing again for my new students, for the ones who have just joined us, means the new admission ones. That the thing is the thing which is written with blue, you have to write it with your blue color pencil, and the black one with your black pencil. And don't forget to write the date at the left and CW on the right. And don't mention the topic at the 2 header red lines because that doesn't make your copy look good. Don't write anything on those 2 red header lines of your copies. So the question number 1 is, answer the following questions. This should be written with the black pencil. Then A, how did the old man earn his money? What was the thing that Erman do to have some money? Answer is, the man earned his money by selling wood. The man earned his money by selling wood, means he used to sell the woods to have some money. B, why did the old man became frightened in the forest one day? So what thing happened actually one day in the forest that made the old man frightened? Frightened means all of a sudden कोई डर जाना. Answer is, the man heard a loud growl which frightened him. Loud growl means a really loud sound from a very wild animal Let's see which animal it was. Number C, part C. What did the old man say about the tiger? So that the loud growl was of the tiger. He said some nice things, but then he said the tiger was really smelly. Yes, this is the thing that made the tiger upset, and he was not happy with this kind of thing that came out of the old man's mouth. That's why we have to be very careful, very much aware of the word, that what comes out of our mouth does not or may not be make other person happy as well. So what did the old man say to the tiger about the tiger? He said some nice things, but then he said the tiger was very smelly. Now the tiger would always remember the smelly part, he would never remember the nice things part. That's how it is. D. What did the tiger ask the old man to do? Answer. The tiger asked the old man to cut him with the axe. And the reason was that tiger wanted to show that his hard words were more than of ache to his heart than this cut with an axe. E. How deep was the wound? Answer. The wound was 2 fingers deep. The old man cut him with the axe with the 2 fingers deep cut. Now the topic is artisy, and this topic should be start with a very new page. Now write date on the left hand side, and now after mentioning your date you will write the topic artisy with your blue color pencil. Question number 2 is answer the questions about this line taken from the story. This work should be started from a very new page. Every work that you're starting off, like if you are writing the word meaning from a one page, then comprehension from a very next page, and then artisy from a very next page. Do not start off new topic right beneath those old work. So question number 2, answer the questions about this line taken from the story. Now here you can see that this line, he put down his axe and stood very still, is written at the center over here on this PPT slide. So you need to write it in this at the center of your copy as well, and with your blue color pencil, as it is written with typed with the blue color as well. He put down his axe and stood very still. Part A. Who put down the axe? Answer. The man. P. Where was the person when this happened? Where was the person when this happened? The old man was in the forest. C. What made him stand still? What was the thing that made him stand still? Answer. The growl of the tiger. Part D. What happened next? Answer. A large tiger came out of the bushes and told the old man not to be frightened. The tiger offered to work while the man rested. This is what happened next when all of a sudden a large tiger came from the bushes and told the man not to be frightened. I just came here to work here so that you can rest. This was all the literature copy were the word meaning, comprehension, and the artisy. After finishing off you need to close your literature copy, and then you will open your new Oxford Modern English Workbook 3. Yes, after completing your English literature copy work, you all will open your English workbook, because we are about to do some grammar topic related to this chapter as well. Now this work is just for explanation. No need to write this over anywhere. Again, I'm repeating, we are about to do a work related to the adjective and adverb. This part is just for the explanation, just to make sure that you a quick review of you all, because you all know what are adjectives and adverb, because next exercise is related to these two topics. So what are adjectives? Adjectives tells us something about a noun. Means how is a noun, what type of a noun is, means what's the color of a noun, even what kind what's the expression, how the noun is doing, whatever the thing is related to the noun, it tells us more about noun. Adjectives tells us something about a noun. Example, the mad beast was asleep. The mad beast was asleep. So it's telling about the beast. Here the noun is the beast, And how is bees? Bees is actually the mat. Bees is mad. So here the adjective is mad. The mad beast was asleep. Now on the other hand, adverb. Adverb tells us about, means the words that tells us more about the verbs in the sentences. Example, the girl danced beautifully. The girl danced beautifully. It's telling that the girl that dance kar rahi thi, dance here is a verb. It's an action word, right? Because dancing is just like moving, someone is doing an action. And which is telling us about that how was she dancing? She was dancing beautifully. Means it is telling us more about a verb. That's what a adverb is. Now again I'm repeating this thing again, that you don't need to write this two things over any copy of yours, nor your English grammar copy, neither your English literature copy. No need to write it over anywhere. This part was just for the explanation. Now open your 48 of the workbook, The Old Man and the Tiger. Now exercise A, happily happy. Here is the happy boy. The boy is smiling happily. Now, why happily? In simple sense, you can say that whenever we will add ly, most of the cases, an adjective is turned into adverb. Here you have to do the same thing. You have to make adverbs from these adjectives. Quiet will become quietly, slow, slowly, quick, quickly, loud, loudly, careful, carefully. Smart will become smartly, lazy, lazily, shy, shyly, grand, grandly, kind, kindly. You all know how to do this work, and we have already done this before, but this was a quick review for you all. Do solve this exercise A, happily happy, in your page, on page number 48 of your workbook. Now here the question number 2 you can see is sentences of your own, use the adverbs you have made. Now you can see that part A till J we have made all of the adverbs from quite till quietly. Now here you have to use quietly in a sentence. For example, you can write the boy was moving quietly, or the boy was walking quietly. You can write on the C part slowly ka, that the baby was crawling slowly. So this is what kind of sentences you will make from part A till J. Line wise, first quietly, then smartly, slowly, lazily. This is how you are going to make all of these sentences, as it is mentioned over here as well, that this is your homework. You have to use these sentences of your own, means you have to use the adverbs. By this our recorded video ends over here. I hope that you all will understood this and will complete your work accordingly with the proper instructions of this video as well. And I hope to see you all in our live sessions or physical classes, and we'll connect through this recorded videos as well. Till then, take care of yourself. I'm signing off. Allah Hafiz.